Hi guys, welcome to the video. It's a very special Christmas edition of Overbite today. Merry Christmas to you all. I'm actually filming this at the end of August, so it feels really weird to say that. But what you're going to see today is basically me building my dad's birthday present. Now, I can't post this any earlier, obviously, than after Christmas. That's why it's a little bit later on in the day than our usual releases as well. Or, normally we release at 9. This one's probably going to be about 1 p.m. because he needs to open his present, know what it is before he watches this video, because he is a subscriber, as you will have seen from his sarcastic comments on past videos. So yes, I am building him an HTPC, home theater PC, that's also going to work as an emulation center as well, because he's got like a buttload of PS2 games, and he's he played the Atari and the Spectrum and the Amiga all growing up, and I'm going to furnish him with a PC that's going to do all that for him on his TV, and it should be awesome with any luck. As I say, I have yet to build it, so before we get into the build, which will be filmed separately from this, obviously, because I have to rearrange everything, let me just go through the components that I've picked out. Now, I did go on Overclockers and ask for some advice. Some was useful, some not so useful. They all just were like, why are you using optical drives? Just rip them all. I'm like, dude, he's got like 40, 50 games. I'm not ripping 40 or 50 games. Bugger off. It's like, I'll just put an optical drive in it. That's all. So, okay, we're starting off with the processor. And we have a Ryzen. Let's get that nice and close here. Oh, there we go. So this is the 3400G. Now, I've never built with a Ryzen before, so this is first time for me. We will be using the onboard graphics, because obviously being an emulation box and also a low profile case, we're not going to have room for a major graphics card, and we won't need one anyway. Okay, so motherboard. The B450M Pro M2 Max from MSI. It's a micro ATX motherboard. The reason I picked this one is because of this. A lot of the motherboards I looked at weren't able to guarantee that the BIOS was updated to accept 3000 series Ryzen processors. This one should be. It says right down here that it does. So if it doesn't, I'm not going to be happy. But it does come with dual channels as well for the RAM, so that's all good, because we will be making use of that. Finally, well, not finally, but we have the power supply. It's a 400 watt MWE White Cooler Master. It is 80 plus certified, but it's not bronze or anything like that. But it should supply a decent level of reliability. It's a decent level of efficiency because it's 80 plus, and 400 watts should be fine for what we want to use, because we're basically powering memory, motherboard, CPU, and 2 drives. So it should be good. Speaking of drives, we have our first one. This is a Corsair MX500, I think. Let me just double check. It does not. Yes, it's an MX500. I was going to tell that. So it's 500 gig SSD. SATA, which one it is? It just says SATA 6 gig. There you go. Which should be plenty for just having the emulators, Windows, ROMs, stuff like that on it. So we should be cool. Especially as like for PS2, he'll have his own discs, so he can just use them, and I won't have to worry about putting DVDs on there. So yes. Second drive, we have an Asus. Let's take out the bag so you can see it. An Asus rewritable DVD. For some reason, Blu-ray drives like this are still rather expensive, so I don't get it. I would have got a Blu-ray drive, but they were just not worth the cost. He's got a PS3 and a PS4 anyway, so you can always use one of those to watch Blu-rays. So that's just basically for his PS2 games. If he wants to watch DVDs on it, he can, I suppose. We come to the RAM, which is the same that's in my personal system. So we have Corsair Vengeance LPX, 3000 megahertz. Yes, megahertz. What was gigahertz from it? 3000 megahertz. And there's 2x4, so I'll be able to take advantage of the dual channel RAM. I could have gotten slightly faster, but fucking we'd have faster than mine then, so we don't want that. So those should do nicely, and I have heard through the grapevine that Vengeance LPX is validated for Ryzen processors as well, so that should be good. And finally, we come to the case, which is a bit heavier than it should be because I tested it with a spare power supply I had laying around just for fitting purposes. And this is... Oops, need to leave that. There we go. So we have a Silverstone Milo. It's an ML03B. The reason I wanted this one specifically is, as you can see at the front there, it has the 5 1/4 drive bay for a full-size drive. It will also fit a full-size ATX power supply and go from micro ATX board down. Has 2 USB in the front, power reset switch, USB 3s I should say, as designated by the blueness, and a microphone headphone port. Doubt I use much of that, so that's fine. It does have a grill on the bottom for the power supply, and it has a vent on the top which would provide the CPU breathing. And it has, I looked at it at first and I was worried because it didn't have a cover, but it comes with this separate filter which is just magnetized, and it just fits on top just so you don't suck a load of dust into your CPU, which is rather nice. It does have space on the side for up to 4 18mm fans, but we won't be using them primarily because there's not going to be a lot of heat output. In theory, I will test it. If I need to throw some in there, I will. And I'm not real trustful of 80mm fans because they're too small to really be reliably quiet. I know, well, not without spending like quite a lot of money on 80mm fans, which I don't want to do. Plus, there's only one extra fan header on the motherboard itself. So, yeah, I don't really want to get into using a fucking fan hub or anything like that, or just complicate matters. I've also got him that I haven't got with me. Is a, I think it's a K200 Plus Logitech wireless keyboard. It's like a living room keyboard, so it's about 80% of the size, and you've got a trackpad which functions as your mouse, so it's good enough for him to launch shit on it. If he wants to play like Amiga games with a mouse, well, he can buy a fucking mouse, right? Simple. I also got him a controller. It's basically a £20 controller, but it's actually really highly rated on Amazon, and it's very much like the 360 controller. It even takes batteries, so it should do the job. Certainly if he breaks it, it's not going to break the bank to get another one. And if he wants to wire it, he can use his PS4 controller or whatever, so it should all be good. As I said, this is the first time I've been working with Ryzen, so that's a bit interesting. I'm sticking with the Spire cooler that came with the chip. The chip is 65 watt, but apparently the Spire core is 95 TDP, so we should be fine there. And it just fits in the case, apparently. It's literally 70mm is the sort of maximum you can have, and that is 70mm. So, fingers crossed. My biggest worry is obviously the BIOS on the motherboard, because if you need to update the BIOS on your motherboard, for most motherboards you can't do it CPU-less. And because it's not accepting that CPU with that motherboard firmware, you actually have to use an old chip. You can talk to AMD and they will send you one, just so you can upgrade the BIOS and then send it back. I don't want to have to go through that. I don't really want to return the motherboard. It says right on the box it supports it, so fingers crossed it's not lying to me. I went through about I sort of settled on 3 different motherboards, and then I was just like, I need more assurance than this. Yes, it says in the reviews that it's compatible, but I want it on the damn box, so I got it on the damn box. I've also got him a little Wi-Fi dongle to go with it, just so you can update. So that is over for the intro of the video. It's almost 10 minutes long, but all particularly relevant, I think you'll agree. So I will be speeding up some of the build. You won't be sat there for an hour and a half watching me build it or anything like that. It's going to be tricky because I've got enough room on my phone, which is doubling as my camera. Yeah, I know. Sorry. But I will have to obviously offload that. I've got about enough space for about an hour's footage. So unless it goes exceedingly well, which I'm not expecting because this is a small case and not going to be great to work in, I imagine. But we'll work around it, and I'll edit it so it's not too terrible for you. I will, of course, any pertinent points during the build that I come up with, I will elaborate on and slow down the video for. You may be asking yourself, why didn't get a modular power supply given the small nature of the case, which is about VCR size, I would say, if you remember those. God knows, I do. But the modular power, figure out which side it is, this side. So basically the power supply sits here and the DVD sits here. Now the actual extra room that the cables that plug in, the little sort of plastic heads on them, take up would be too much to stop it interfering with the optical drive. So it's a small case. It's going to be interesting, but it should look pretty damn good once it's done. It will snug into his entertainment center pretty well, and hopefully he'll be able to play some rather good old games with it, and even do some Netflix or Prime or whatever with it. So it's just a really handy thing, and I kind of got all the bits, and I was looking, I was like, oh, there's a VHS size gap in my entertainment center. Where I took my VHS out from when it broke. But no, he's getting it. So I'm leaving for today. I'll be back tomorrow to do the build, but there will be no time for you, and you can sit there and recover from your Christmas lunch while I freak out because it's not posting or something like that. Anyway, guys, I'll be right back with the build. Hi guys, it's build time. I've been up about an hour. I'm trying to do it so we missed the hottest part of the day because big light. So yeah, I got this camera up as best I can. If I need to fiddle about with it during the filming, I will. A little bit nervous, a little bit excited. Really one thing to do though, and that's to get on with it. So okay, let's get on with it. Got a nice big cup of tea, so that should last me. Okay, I'm not wearing an anti-static band, but I have taken the simple expediency of touching a radiator and some pipe work, so that should have discharged me nicely. Okay, motherboard. First time working with a micro RTX as well. Oops. Sorry, headphone users, you dead. IO front panel, lovely. Well, back panel, I should say. IO panel, in fact. A couple of standard SATA cables, which I actually have better ones, so I probably won't use those unless I need an extra right angle or an extra flat. Should I stick that on and piss him off? I don't know. Maybe I should just give it to him and let him do it. Alright, not too much in that. It's the driver disc. AMD motherboards, drivers and utilities. Because we'll have an optical drive, so hey. We'll leave that for now though. We'll need this. Right. We'll do the classic thing of building on the box, I suppose. It's good for everybody else, it's good for me. Have a quick look, because I need to, I've seen a few videos, but I need to be sure what I'm doing in terms of, oh god, that's aggressively sticky tape. Ah. God damn it. Why are you so sticky? Ah. Jesus Christ. Right, reach in. Carefully, get by the back over if I can. There we go. So, oof. And there we go. But at least I won't fuck up the RAM stick placement, huh? There's only 2 slots on it. Right now, it's my understanding. Uh-oh. I thought there was supposed to be a little error on that. Oh, I got it. That is tiny. Jesus Christ. I'm surprised anyone spots that. My understanding is I have to take these 2 plastic clips off first, and then the cooler will go straight on it. I kind of got to be further forward than seems natural to me, so I try and remember that for you guys. So yeah, that's the first job done. Taking my static bag up there. This does have cooler installation instructions in the manual, but unfortunately, it doesn't cover the spire. It covers the clippy one. Yeah, it even has Threadripper installation, which I'm quite impressed by it having, but not the more modern cooler. So it's kind of weird. But most importantly, there you go, back panel, front panel. Jesus Christ, my backs and fronts all flipped today. It's early. Give me a break. So okay, I'm trying to remember not to slide this towards me. So oh Christ, they're tight. Blimey, there we go. You coming or what, bub? Okay, those were a little bit longer than I expected. And hopefully, the back plate has metal bits that come through the screw holes, so that won't decide to shift or anything. Yes, it does. Perfect. And there's plastic boy number 2. Or number 1. Christ, early. Leave me alone. There you go. It's not too bad. Just getting them moving at first. I think I'm going to have to deal with this camera a bit. Maybe move it up. You might get a shot in my belly. Sorry about that, but needs must. I'll just get this last one out first. Oh God, there we go. Not sure the wisdom of putting like micro components underneath these fucking things. That seems a bit weird to me, but okay. Oop. Okay, cool. Right, let's deal with this camera before we go any further. I think I just... Sorry for anyone who gets travel sickness. There we go. Yeah, that's a bit better. Yes, I'm wearing the same t-shirt as yesterday, but I only wore it for half a day yesterday, so it still counts. It's still good, damn it. Alright, so this is the part that I'm generally bricking myself over. Putting the AMD chip in. I don't know, is it me or did Intel switch to having the pins on the motherboard? I seem to think that, I don't know, maybe that's just me, but okay. So processor, which is of course the most expensive part of the system, so let's hope I don't fuck it. And there she be, in all of her glory. Let's see if I can spot the little triangle job on it. Yeah, there it is. So it goes this way. Okay. And my box. Right, I do know that I'm supposed to tighten these down in a diagonal fashion once I have the cooler on. I guess that spreads the load evenly. And obviously I don't want to over tighten it because that would be bad. And good, pre-applied thermal paste, which I will be using because this is already a more effective cooling solution than we actually require. Which is nice. I don't know, I was just looking at the pins and looking at the board backplate and I'm like, is that going to fit? It better fucking do because I have no backplate. So I'm going to trust it. Push. Go away, box. Right, what is that? That came out of a box. It's nothing to do with me. Ah. I did actually wipe the smuts off my desk cover before I started today, so I'm just going to put a little bit towards me so I see what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, whew, deep breath. Not looking forward to doing this. I'm looking forward to being in, but I'm not looking forward to putting it in. Kind of sums up my sex life, really. Okay, so I'm going to be very fucking careful. And being a fucking ham-fisted oaf, that's very difficult. Right, standing up for this. That's definitely a triangle. That's definitely a triangle. So in theory, a little bit shaky, but aha! 'Tis in. Ooh. Okay, pleased by that. I'm quite happy. Right, what we're going to do now is put the ram sticks in because I don't know how much the spire is going to interfere with that. I don't think it's going to be too bad, but just to be safe. Would it be a bastard if it didn't fit with the ram in? That'd be awful. Now, where the fuck's... Oh, there it is. Big pile behind me is stuff. Now, I've had problems with buying ram before and having dead sticks. I do have a spare one floating around in a drawer somewhere. So if one of them is bad, that's not the end of the world, because I can just replace it. And now I get the pleasure of pushing this in until it goes click and the board creaks annoyingly. I'm not sure I'd describe that as pleasure, actually. Alright, make sure I'm putting this in the right way around. It's always hard to tell. Good? No. Dull. No, that is it. That is it. I was just slightly off. I was right the first time, fuckers, so leave me alone. Right, and then 1, 2. Okay, first one's in. Come here, you fuck. Why do they make it difficult to get out? Jesus. Oh, I better do the pill on this one, aren't I? It is a tiny, tiny little bit of plastic of the Vengeance logo. I can get the other one from there, but this one will be blocked off. And of course it's being annoying. For 10 minutes he struggled to get the piece of plastic off. Sounds like sex life again. Come on. Yeah, man, I got a corner. I got a corner. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Oh, go away. Ah! Anyway. Yeah, that is now. Well, it was one nice and shiny plate until I put my finger on it to show you. Okay, back up we go. I did open them. Yes, I did. Good. Good boy. 1, 2. Yeah, 2. It always annoys me when it doesn't make a definitive click. It just sort of like does a half-hearted click, and you're kind of like, is it in? I don't know. Fuck. Okay, so done that. I guess we got to mount the cooler now, which is something else I'm not looking forward to, but must be done. Alright, so it's got to be mounted this way or that way. Purposes of cable management, with the fan header being here, it's going like this. Right. Trying to line up the best I can, being oaf. Well, that looks on. Right, screwdriver, and don't over tighten. Mucho importante. That one's not done up all the way, I don't think, but we'll, yeah, I can see my hand shaking too, it's fine. Oh god, that one's not even. Oh god. Okay, I'm tightening this one. It looked good. It looked good. I think tightening this one down actually fucked me. Alright. It's just slightly out. This is. Can we brute force it? That is the question. Appears that we can. This is awesome. Yeah, what was that? I don't know. Nothing good. I don't want these too tight because obviously I don't want to crush the CPU, but I do want it to be on there and have a nice good contact. It feels relatively tight, we'll just check the others. I'm not going for full on tight, I'm just going so I can't casually turn the screw. Okay, right, that's not going anywhere. Well, I can't see any shards coming out, so hopefully that's fine. And of course, last part is stick on. Oops. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have drunk so much last night. There we go. CPU, RAM, and cooler all attached. Yay me. Okay, we're just going to get rid of this for the moment, as that's basically all we have to do with it until it goes in the case. And controversially, I'm not actually going to put it in the case first. I know. Breaking with tradition and stuff. I'll show you for why in a bit. Okay, here's the case. Well, that went quite quick and easy, so I don't know. Oh, come off. Alright, so there's the inside of the case. I already took the screws out because I'm such a forward-thinking fellow. I can't find a place to put this bollocks. There we go. So here's the inside of the case. Let's get you a good view. Now, the front I/O cables are, as you can see, just massively oversized for what I need. So I will have to tie those up at some point because, yeah, that's nothing. That's probably about twice as much as what I actually need, maybe even more. But the reason I'm not putting the motherboard in first is this little bastard. This is the drive tray for the 5 1/4 inch optical drive. The only way you can get the front panel out is by taking this off. I'm also mounting the SSD underneath this, directly on the bottom of the case. What this means is I have to screw in from the bottom. So it's just easier not to have the motherboard in there while I do that. Also, getting the SSD cable in apparently is a bitch once it's in, so I'm probably going to do that ahead of time. And then I'll probably do the power cable as well because similar reasons. Right, there's 6 tiny screws in here. I might have to break out the... Oh god, a magnetized screwdriver is loving everything in this case. So there we go. Oh no. Oops. DOS. And these annoying fuckers are in awkward places, as you would expect it. Stop sticking the things, screwdriver. It's a rather excellent screwdriver, actually came in my CPU cooler for my desktop. Lovely forward-thinking, be quiet there. My Dark Rock 4, I think it is. 3 screwdriver, which wasn't terribly important for the Dark Rock 4, but if it's a Dark Rock Pro, you'd actually have to put the screwdriver directly through all the fins. So you would need a long screwdriver for that, because that is an immense fucking heatsink. Right, this is a retention bar. This will have to come off next, I expect. Hey, right, one left. Even though that little fucker didn't want to come out from where it's sat. Even though it's like bobbing around in there, it still won't come out. Right. Oh, here's a thought. What if I attach all the front panel connectors before I put the motherboard in. That could be a sight easier. And I've got the length to do it on these cables. Okay, where are you stuck? I see. So it actually hooks around the plastic clip for the front panel cover. That's why you can't get it off until you take that little bastard out. And it's still got the screw. Oh, anyway, not anymore. Okay, so front panel apparently is a breeze to take off now. Oh, there we go. It goes inwards. Front panel, won't need you. Oh, let's not throw it that way because that's where the motherboard is. That would be, yeah, horrifying. Just destroy my motherboard by throwing the front cover of a fucking optical drive on it. Okay. There's a panel bracket. Brace, I should say. Ugh. I really shouldn't film this early in the morning. It's not that early. It's come up on 9 o'clock, but I've only been awake for about an hour. So, well, didn't start for like an hour. So, yeah, brace out. Just helps give the case rigidity. Rigidity, I like that word. My girlfriend likes that word too. My fiance, I should say. Words, like I said, ignore. Okay. Well, it's got 4 nicely seated grommets on there. Hopefully they line up with something. Why would you do that? That's interesting. I don't understand why they've done that. Okay, so you've got 4 grommets here. So it would suggest that the hard drive would be oriented in this direction. So the back would be here, and the front would be here, yeah? But when this boy goes on, it's got a plate that goes here. So how do you get your fucking cables in? You don't, is the point. Okay, let's have a look at the bottoms. Then there's 2 other screw holes there, so I'm hoping I can use. There's actually 3 looking at it from the bottom. Oh, those grommets. Right, the grommets are basically pushed through the screw holes. Let's see if I can angle it. Not really. Let's turn it around. So there you go. So yeah, you can see them there. So basically they're like half and half grommets. So half's through the screw hole and the other half's not through the screw hole, which means that is going to be a bastard to get it and back in, so I'm not going to fuck with it. It looks like there's 3 screws that will fit for sideways orientation. So we'll just do that. And I'll turn the case around because you can probably see it better if I have it that way. Hello. Yes. So as you can see, oh, there. There's your 4 grommets. Through 4 grommets that look perfectly placed, but if you want this additional drive bay, it's just gonna stop you from putting your cables in. That is a poor choice. It looks like there's space for another one here, but considering that's where the power supply goes, that is super close. I'm not enamored with putting it there. So no, we'll stick with here and we'll just use the 3 screw holes. Oh, speaking of screws, do I have any? Right, I'm going to check the box case came in. I should have ordered this. This could be a very fucking short build. Okay, let's see. Ooh. A variety of screws, yes. Good, Lee likes. I also brought my cable ties over. Because I will try and cable manage it as best I can, because that's going to be relatively important for airflow in a case as small as this with as little fan action. Right, so let's get the oh, so smart was hiding. So get my crucial one. It's frustration-free packaging. Which was only slightly less frustrating than regular packaging. I've never understood these. What was it expecting me to do with this? I'm not real sure. Is it just packaging material? But it looks like it's got some sort of adhesive. And it could stick to the drive. But I'm just kind of like, what's the point? What is point? Alright, so we're going to orientate it kind of like that. And this is why I didn't put the motherboard in, because I'm about to spend 25 minutes trying to align those fucking screws. Ah, feel the magic. Oh god, there's all sorts of stuff in there. This is going to be fun. Right, oh, that's retention bracket screws. Trying to remember where all the screws go. I just looked at the two screws, sat there, I'm like, uh-oh. Right. Let's see if we can find appropriate screws for this bad boy. I'm kind of thinking these little jobs. I'm thinking that's probably going to be the ones. Right, you're probably not going to be able to see me fucking around with this, so because it's going to have to go up the side like this. I'm going to try and keep it in front as best I can. But ugh, this is going to be so much fun. Did I mention that? Did I mention how much fun this is not going to be? I found a hole. Right, okay. I should put the fucking screw on the screwdriver first. These are so tiny, I'm not sure my hand can do it. Oh no! It's so small, I'm not sure my screwdriver can do it actually. Yeah, I might break up my iFixit kit. Because I have an iFixit kit and I'm Flash. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, wait. I think I've got it going on my fingers. Ah, that's what she said. Oh no, that screwdriver's fine. Right, don't want to snug it too tight, because yes, that would be stupid if I need to align it differently. Okay, come on, baby, come to daddy. Oh god. Yeah, that thing come to daddy went about as well as it normally does. So, yeah. Yeah, this one's being a little shit. Oh, I got it. No, I certainly have not got it. Right, I'm going to have to resort to putting it on the end of the screwdriver and do it that way. This is why they magnetize the fucking things after all, so... I've got this right around. Let's double check. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, and the last one actually aligns. I have had numerous PCs where you put like half the screws in it and the other half don't align. You're like, how the fuck does that happen? But it does. Okay, that's in. That's in. This is that. Wunderbar. And you know what I was saying about putting the cables in before I put the drive in? I totally forgot about that and put the drive in, didn't I? Oh well. We're about to find out whether I fucked myself. Well, it is a Saturday. It was likely to happen. Where are they gone? Oh, no. No. Yes. Yeah, so I bought myself some fancy pants Asus ones. Why not? And more SATA cables is like a good thing anyway. Especially for me. My main system. This is actually like quite pleasant to work in because my main system has 6 SATA drives, 2 STDs, 3 HDDs and an optical. So it's always kind of like, oh god, this is the nightmare. So we'll see if these fit. If not, we've got the ones that came with the motherboard just in case. Yeah, I really should have put these in first. But I didn't because I'm dumb. Right. Let's see which way it goes. That way. Right, well, this is stuff I read in a forum, so if it fits, fine. Fuck you, forum. Because I do like to try and work out where the problem areas are going to be ahead of time. Oh, that wasn't too bad, actually. Well, we've yet to see whether that's going to be the case with the power supply. Okay. All right. As you can see, yay, it went in. Okay, so let's get that back on, and we'll install the optical drive while we're here. Then we'll do the power supply, and then controversially, we'll do the motherboard last. Oh yeah, I'm feeling like a rebel. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Given that I don't have a back panel to worry about or anything like that either, so yeah, we should be good with that. Well, I don't care if we're not good, because that's the way I'm doing it, really. And as this isn't live, you can't tell me any different, boys. So sorry about that. I've taken away your agency. Ha! I'm such an oppressor. Yes. Right, let these go. Thinking about it. Is that going to be... That shouldn't be too painful to get in. Shouldn't be too painful. Just looking at the SATA power supply port on... Oh, these are very fancy SATA cables. Better than mine, bastard. It should be okay to get the power supply in there. You can see it's got little loops for twist ties or zip ties, which is what we're using, not tweezers. I know this may be verge level at the moment, but I'm not making that mistake. This is not going in at all. It's in. it won't like fully seat though. It's still spinning. See, it's not stopping turning. You can see it probably better than I can. But apparently, yeah, it's loose in there. You can hear it. They're the same screws that came out of it, so... Right, I'm going to turn it round, because then you put the ones against the front plate. Are just going to be a reverend joy, really are. I mean, why wouldn't they be? Oh, God. And then you hit it against the side, and the screw comes off, and then you spend 20 minutes fucking around trying to get the damn thing back in. Wonderful! And I've done it again. And it's fallen off. And it's gone in the fucking fan floor. Ah! Okay. One more drive of this boy, and then I'm breaking up my iFixit kit, because the problem is the screwdriver is magnetizing against the side. It's not me being indelicate asshole. It's just the fact the screwdriver's like, no, I want to go here. It's good here. It's got metal. Oh, for fuck. Go on, almost. Fight it. Right, there. No idea if the screw holes line up, but I'm screwing anyway. God, why does everything come down to sex? It's turning. I'm not sure if it's actually going in. In fact, it's like pretty much not going in. Oh, cock. Right, I'm going to see if I have any more luck with my iFixit kit. We're not sponsored, but there's my iFixit kit. It's the phone one, so it doesn't have the full complement. But it does have a rather smashing selection of very small screwdriver heads, which I'm actually going to need the biggest of. This came in very handy when I upgraded my fiance's laptop. I put an SSD in it, and now it's like a new computer, basically. One thing I never really liked about iFixit ones is like this. This doesn't turn as easy as I would like. I don't know if I'm missing something, if there's a way to adjust it, but it just doesn't really turn very well for me. Right, okay, so where did that screw go? Oh! Alright, well, we have 3 more here, so that's... Oh, I see it. It's under my smashing iFixit kit. remember if these are magnetized. These are not magnetized, so getting them in is going to be I'm not sure it's going to work then, is it? Because I literally can't get my fingers in here, and if it's not going to stay magnetized to that, it's just going to fall off. I made a questioning noise when I did that because it's staying for now. Try and find this fucking hole if I get it over there. Oh. Get in, you bastard. It's in and it's turning, it's just not wanting to get its arse in the fucking hole. Get in the hole. What's wrong with you, son? I'll tell you what, that may actually be slightly magnetic. Okay, let's try a different screw. I'm wondering, the reason the bottom one didn't tighten up is because that's the screw that goes in the bottom one, and they're very slightly different. Which would be, yeah, they are magnetic. They're just not very magnetic, so it's not dragging my screwdriver off to the side or anything. Get in. No, it's just turning. It is literally just turning in there. Ugh. This is not the part of the build I thought I'd have problems with, to be honest. Ugh. I've just picked up like every single screw on the desk. Oh, fuck off! God damn you. Go away. Alright, let's get it. Right, okay. I'm going to try and do the side I can actually get at relatively easy, and then if that doesn't work, I'm going to screw it from the bottom and try and put it in that way. There's these. Oh, there's some give to it as well, which ain't fucking helping. Go on. Oh no. I thought I had it then. Just find something to fit yourself in, boy. I don't care what it is. I got it. I got one. I'm tempted to leave it at that, but no, we'll try and get the others in. Oh boy. Well, hopefully I've got one. The others should align. So, that was. Okay, this isn't. Is this going in? I can't tell. No, that did not go in. The likelihood of me using one is rising. Trouble is, it's not particularly solid stuff, and it's just spinning again. Stop spinning and go in. I'm just gonna force push. No. So I'd use my phone a lot. Sorry. Well, that looks aligned to me. It's just not going in. It's ridiculous. Well, I can see this. Switching drivers. I can see the hole here clicking now, at least. So. Fuck off. Just pick up screws from everywhere, damn it. Okay. That's still not going. It's clearly aligned as well. Clearly aligned. I can see the fucking hole, it's just not going in it. Okay. I'm going to try using some of my screws from the motherboard. I don't know, maybe they're fucked up. Oh. Screws are fucked. Yay! Oh, okay, well. At least I'm not going mad. Or any madder than I've already been driven. Oh, that doesn't sound very promising at all. No. The hole is like right there, man. It's right there. I can fucking see it through it, and it's all lined up, and it's just don't want to screw in. Are we going to call it with one on either side? I think we might. Yeah, you come here. No, I'm trying to do this properly. Trying to do it properly, so we'll give one more different screw a try, and if she don't want to go, then we're saying, okay, fuck it. We got one each side at least, so I am relatively okay with the stableness of that. They're in tight, so it should be fine. Oh god, that was horrible. Okay. Woof. Alright, let's throw in the good old optical drive, which I think goes in from the front. It does indeed. Sort of. So it's not going through the up. There we go. You just need to be a little bit stern. Fucking hell. Oh dear. This is why I find out I've bought completely the wrong optical drive. It's not going to fit with the power supply. Alright. Are these aligning with the screw holes? Yes, they are. I could actually put 4 in if I choose to. I don't choose to. No. This is, yes, proving to be a test of my patience, but let's see if I can get it around. Okay, I had to take a little cut there. It reached the maximum file size because apparently my phone, being the newest thing on the market, is still rocking a FAT32 file system. And 4 gig was the max. What the fuck are you doing, Samsung? Really? It's a fucking S20 Plus. I would expect better. Back to the iFixit because the magnetism is fucking me. Much like my lack of magnetism didn't fuck me in my early years. Yeah. Right, we'll put 2 in on either side. Oh, will we? Because this don't want to fucking go. Oh, God. Everything is just slightly misaligned. It's really fucking annoying. Right, well, I've got one on the front, I've got one on the back. There's only 2 front screws on this side, so we'll see how we do with that one. But I do want to get at least 2. There we go. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Alright, we'll see how we do on this side. It's only got the front 2 screw holes available, so we'll do what we can do. Right. Are you going in? Please go in. You're not good. You're kind of going in, but kind of not going in. You want to make up your mind and do one or the other for me? Please? The internet's watching. Yes, as before, both of these are slightly misaligned. It's literally by hardly anything, and it's just being a bastard, really. big oof. Is that the correct way to say it? I don't know, kids today. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're just a little bit high and forward. And it's not really moving. Ugh. Let's try and give it a good squeeze. Oh, fuck. Oh. This was going to be such an easy build. And now it's just like, fuck you, buddy. Go on, Flame Force. Just find a way. Come on. Life can do it, so can you, you fuck. No. I've got one screw in that. I'm not happy. Not happy at all that I've only got one screw in that. I'd at least want one each side. Ugh. Right, maybe this is a fuck screw, okay? We'll go with that assumption for now. We'll say that's a fuck screw, which is one of the ones I was trying to screw in earlier, so we'll use a different screw. I mean, it's not that far off. Relatively speaking, it should be able to get in there. And that one went in absolutely no problem. I'm not impressed with the quality of Silverstone screws. Like, at all. MSI, though. Yeah, kudos. Liking your screws. So we get two in this side. And then we use another screw to go back around the other side. And yeah, that one goes in fine too. Yes. So, conclusion, Silverstone screws are shit. Do not use them where possible. Right, I'll just see if I can get one in here. We'll take one if it's used yet. And oh, I do have two on that side, so that's not so bad. But we'll give it a quick try because I'm here now. Oh, no, I'm not sure about that. Oh, no, wait. Well, we've done 5 out of 6. We may as well put the last one in, I suppose. I mean, it is going to be the part of the case that vibrates the most. So, yeah. Well, there we go. That boy is going nowhere now. It is flush at the front, isn't it? Oh, shit. It's got to be. Yes, that's fine. I was like thinking, oh, if that's sticking out by like fucking half a centimetre, I'm going to be so fucking pissed. Okay, boys and girls, that's in. Let's get our second set of cable. This one does have a right angle connector. So we will actually use that because that will hopefully cut down on the space between the drive and the PSU. So it's not going to be fun to use, but it's going to be possible to use. Go on, get in there. Get in. There we go. These do have the retention clips on them as well. So if I ever want to get them out again, I'm kind of fucked because like those pretty much defeat me every time. And I damn near pull the port out rather than the clip. And this just wants to come back in the case. Go back that way. Thank you. Right, so there we go. Right, power supply. I'm sure there will be a point during this build where I realise I should not have done it in this way around. But that's for later. Oh, cool. I have some lovely black screws because Silverstone screws on the back of the case are all silver for some reason, despite being a black case. So we will go ahead and use those ones. Plus, yeah, I know. I gotta try and figure out what to do with all that mess. That's the fun, though, isn't it? Okay, so fan side down. Ugh, you can't see that because of the fucking drive. There you go, you can see this. Oh, it goes in. I'm not sure about these cables. Oh dear. It does have some more travelling to go this way though. Oh yeah, those. I bought like the fucking one with the flat cables to like try and help with this, but Jesus, that is tight AF. I might want to get a set of power cable in there now rather than trying to get it. Because I mean, it's not right. If I get it right in place, that's the clearance I've got. So I think we try and get a set of cable in that fucker now, rather than later on when it's all secured in. Is going to be the worst thing in the history of the world. Right, there's one. Oh god, it's all caught up. Yeah. I'm going to use this boy on him because then I can pull this one down there and then I can just bundle up the rest and stick them fuck knows where. Probably underneath the optical drive as much as possible. Okay, let's move you out of the way. See, this is why no motherboard. Look, I would be very unentertained. Right, get you in, and then that's probably going to give me even less clearance, which is a joy. It's not work. Yeah, that's the right way around. There we go. Make sure it's nice and in. Yeah. So. God, fucking just, lads. Fucking just. I'll tell you what, that's not happy either. It's like bending all the cables. But I don't think to a degree where we need to worry about. Oh. All these cables, fucking nightmare. What am I going to do with them, boys? And oh no, there we go. God, for a moment there I was thinking the power supply did not line up with the screw points, but there's actually, it doesn't line up with one, but it looks like it's built to like be screwed into one of the fan. There's basically an indent into the side rather than an actual hole. So I can put a screw in there. Oh, joy. Well, she's in. I'm sure all of that pain. It's like all the cables are filling up the case without anything else in it. It's ridiculous. Okay, bloody screws out. Okay. And keeping an eye on my phone. I did manage to clear off a bit more room ahead of time because, well, what I had on there wasn't going to be enough. Alright, screws for the power supply going in. One. Figure out where they were. It's a little bit dark back here because of the way the lights are, but I can just about get it. Two. It's nice to be able to screw something in without any problems, and I probably shouldn't have said that. That's a dumb thing to say. Yeah, that was the indented one I just put in, that's fine. So there should be one down the bottom somewhere. Yep, there he is. Funny thing is, it's like after I finish this build, it's going to take me hours to like get all of the emulators and shit installed that I want on it and get them all configured and make sure they run properly. Do some benchmarking, make sure it's not overheating, which is a concern given the small and spaghetti junction nature of the case. Right, before we mess around with the motherboard, which would be the next step, I'm going to try and get the SATA power cable into the SSD, which could be not fun. Well, it's going to be not fun. Molex, God. Don't need... See, this is where modular power supply would be like, yes, this is exactly what I want. But, as I explained yesterday, the clearance between this and this would be even more nightmarish, especially with the... I mean, if I show you, you can see that the here, where you got the cables, there's like maybe a finger's breadth between the two. So having a cable connector and like a cable coming out of there would be, yeah, that wouldn't work. So that's why they tell you not to use modular cable design, even though you would think, is it this one? Oh, right, that's PCIe connector, which we won't be using today. Right, so I'm relatively certain this has something like that goes there, this comes here. Okay, it's this one. Right. I'm going to use the bottom one because I think it's going to give me the best shot at not having two lengths of cables, because as I say, it's flat against the bottom of the case. This could be a pain in the arse, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm saying. You're not going to be able to see me struggle because it's in shadow underneath the fucking hard disk, to the point where I'm having trouble seeing which way round things go. And usually it's that way. Do we go with usually? I guess we go with usually then, because I can't actually see the divot on the... Oh no, wait, I can. It's the other way. Of course it's the other way. Why on earth would it not be the other way around? Oh god, the cable's gone. This is going to be tricky, but I don't think it's going to be... Well, that's down. That can't be that way. What? What? No, that would be up. Right. No, it is the correct way. I'm seeing things. Right, okay. And let's see if I can curl it the other way. God, yes, this is why I should have done this first. It's because, oh wait. Just go. No, I jammed it underneath. I actually put it underneath the connector. That's fucked up. I'm like, that was easy. Fuck. No, I just jammed it under the fucking knees. I think that's what's happening again. Right, sorry lads, I'm going to have to get off, rearrange so I can see what... Well, actually it's making it darker, but it's giving me a better access angle, so it's alright. I imagine there's going to be a bit of swearing coming up as well, so children, mute your headsets. Yeah, this definitely should have been done ahead of time. I really fucked myself here. Right, okay. Okay. This is one of the points I may have to cut the video. God damn it! Let's clear everything I possibly can away and out. This set of cable doesn't need to be over there. Right. Deep breath. Well, see, the thing about shadows, yeah, is they're black. And the thing about these fucking end connectors is they're black. So how are you supposed to see them? Red Dwarf reference there for you. Man of culture that I am. Oh, wait. It ain't moving. So I'm assuming that's it. And I'm going to push hard on it. Oh. Oh. Oh, that felt good. It's in. Okay, so it's both drives hooked up. Yay! Oh, God. I'm just looking at this going, where the fuck am I? Anywhere, basically. Anywhere under here is where I'm going to fit those fucking cables. There you go. Mystery solved. Right, so I got the Molex. We don't need the Molex. So bye, Molex. Bye. No. Fuck you. Okay. Let's clear everything out the way now, and this is probably the reason why I should put motherboard in first, because this is all going to be flopping over the place. But shit happens when you're as dumb as I am, apparently. Right, if you want to come this way, get past that, you fuck. And you. Alright, I'm a little goosey at where the motherboard connectors are situated on the front panel connectors are situated on the motherboard. Plug was included in the power supply, by the way, so yeah. Alright, and then I'm going to fit the I/O panel, because if I forgot that, that would be very annoying. Yes. Make sure the standoffs are in the correct spots. I'm unfamiliar with micro ATX, so while I go get the motherboard, I'll just re-earth myself. I was re-earthed. I'm trusting my screw work when carrying it by the cooler. Okay. Right, so there's PS2 ports. Really? PS2 ports? Bloody hell. Okay, well, the PS2 ports go this end, and the HDMI is at the bottom, so that's how we're going to remember to line up for that. Put that carefully there. It really bugs me when you see like builds online, like from Gamers Next and stuff, and they don't have fucking plates on them. And I know it's because they reused that like 90 trillion times and probably lost it, but I just can't deal with it. I'm like, dude, you have fucking backplate for that. I don't need to be a pain in the ass as well, Are you seriously going to be a pain in the ass as well? You fuck. Well, I got the bottom one end and it popped out the fucking other, and vice versa. Oh, God. How is this so difficult? They're fucking the same size across the board. Right. Wait. I think. There we go. Jobs again. Oh, can't see it. There it is. Off. Right. So it's on the motherboard. Well, it doesn't look like they use all the standoffs, but the standoffs do appear to be relatively in the correct position. So I think for that one, put it in right. Where are the front panel connectors? So if they're going to be in a place that's horrible, I'm going to do them ahead of time. USB 3. There they are. I got them. Okay, now that took a while to find. Right, so they are on the side closest to the power supply. Right, okay. Let's see what sort of clearance we're talking about. Right. The standoffs look okay. I've lost them again. We know they're that side somewhere. Right. Yeah, they are likely to be a pain, unfortunately. So I'm going to do them out of the case. Get some room. Come to me. This shit other way. Right. Just trying to give myself a bit extra room to work here. There we go. Right. Panel connection time. I will be using. Where's it gone? Oh, there. The motherboard manual I've cherishly thrown away. There we go. Oh, that's cool. It actually gives you a YouTube link, which is nice, and like a UQ link, which I guess is like the Chinese equivalent, where they're not allowed to have nice things. Now, JFP1. Bomb. Okay. Right, so let's get the front panels. We have a reset switch. The switch is there. See, this annoys me when it doesn't give you polarities on the header guide, because I've had it where like everything's been fine, but the power switch has been in there fucking backwards, which is annoying. And so reset switch is these two. Oh. Okay. Power switch. Other side, once again, no polarities given, so we'll just have to put it in and see how we do. Okay. So I've never understood why they segment fucking the LEDs. It's ridiculous. It just makes it harder to put it in. HD LED, which is, this is power. This is the other side. Now, I'll answer my own question because it's fucking the wrong way round on this one. I suppose I could just turn it, can I? It doesn't really matter. Alright, so 2 and 4. So those two. I'm nervous when I do these. They're just such finicky little fuckers, and you're pushing them down with little metal pins, and it's and that's totally not in properly anyway. Will it only go one way? Is that what it's telling me there? That'd be highly annoying, but not really out of the realm of expectation, I suppose. Okay, that way then. Let's try you again with my weaker hand. Well, they're still pretty loose, but they're in, so I don't know. And finally, this will be the HD LEDs, which are in one for some reason. Okay, that's just decent. Cool. Should I put the rest of the ones in, do you think? Like USB 3 and HD audio? Yeah, I guess maybe. I'm assuming that's the audio. Ain't no race shortage there. No, that's it. That is it. I know, man. I'm always fucking nervous now you put shit like that in. Now, from this horrible cable outside of the 12-volt ATX power cable, the fucking USB 3 cable, because it's fudger. Okay, that's in. Right, front panel connectors done, bitches. I have no idea how I'm going to tidy those. I'm not sure it's going to fucking happen, mate. Right, we'll get this in and secured. And then I will take a little break and we'll come back and do what cable management I can. And put the power cables into the motherboard. Oh god, why does that have to be over there? That's awful. Why don't you design your fucking motherboard for the case I want, you bastards? Oh yeah, that's getting interfered with super well with the other cables there. Oh, I'm trying to push it through there and it's not got a hole. Oh boy. Come on, you can. Is it really? Alright, hey. Okay, we got it, we got it. All is well. Go about your business. Yeah. It's going to want to over tighten because I'm screwing onto a PCB and I don't want to crack the fucker. Oh, but the ones back here are not aligned. That's kind of par for the course for today, I suppose. Yeah, I think when I take my break, I'll also dump the contents of my phone across. Although if it only gets 4 gig, then you should be alright. I had about 60 gig spare, so I did like a 10-second video and then calculated how long like an hour and a half build would be. And it sure came out more than I think it has. I think we've done about an hour so far. I'm not sure if I'm going to cut it down actually saying that. Because I know some people were just like, oh no, I like seeing people build shit. I want to see the whole thing. Which is fun. It does have an M.2 slot on the board, but I haven't chosen to use it. Not even for a Wi-Fi component. Not for any huge reason, it's just I've never used an M.2 slot before. And I figured with all the other firsts we were doing today. Wait a sec. Okay, I think we're missing a standoff in this corner. But it does have 5 of the screws in it, so I'm pretty I mean, as soon as we've got everything in over that side and there's not going to be a graphics card, I'm not really worried about that. So we're calling that done. Alright guys, I'm going to take a break, drink some of my tea, which I haven't touched, in my cool Spider-Man mug. Here he is. And have a cigarette and ponder my life choices. One good thing I can see here is there's a lot of room here, and there are tie-down points. So I'm hoping that's where the front cables are going to end up, because there's one here. So if I just put a cable tie through here, okay, zip tie, tweezers, through there, I can just like bundle it up and basically tie it down there, so that's not be too bad. That's what my wishes are. These probably will have something to say about that, however. Especially the fucking USB 3 one, which already looks fucking wonk in there. Oh my days, never mind. Well, he's got fucking 4 on the back, the bastard. No, we'll sort it. It'll be fine. Yeah, that. Just checking the clearance on there. Yeah, that is tight. I was toying with the idea of putting the filter on the inside because it looks ugly on the outside. But A, it would be a bastard to clean. B, I'm not sure it would go between the two. And C, it don't really make a difference because it's going to be in an entertainment centre. So outside of that, yeah, boys, we'll leave it there. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, we're back. I am teed. And I'll have some more tea right now. To your good health, sirs. And had a cigarette. Yeah, I hate USB 3 connectors. Those and the ATEX power connectors are, yeah, my least favourite type of connectors on anything. Especially as they never put a standoff underneath this fucker, so it's always a flexy one. The power one. You're like, why don't you put a standoff as close as you fucking can so I can give it some welly without worrying about breaking my board? Because it's always a pain in the ass to put in. Oh, SAC cables as well. I need to attach those. Please be kind. Oh, there's 2 over there. Is that? Oh, no, there's 2 more there, but they're going to be a pain in the ass. So I might use 3 and 4 instead of 1 and 2. Although those are a lot closer, so for cable management purposes, I might try them. But let's get the power ones in, because yay, those are fun. Try and find the damn things. Right. Try and disentangle it from everything I fucking can. Yeah, it's like this whole mess of cables is just for that. So it's nah. Is that the, what's that? Is it the PCI or the CPU? CPU. Good. I found that. Anything else we're going to kind of jam in between the optical and the power supply. Lovely. Right. So, okay. Sorry if you can't see, these cables are a bit obscuring, but no. I'm trying to put it in around the wrong way. Stupid. This feels better, yes. No click. Oh wait, was that a click or a creak? Never can tell. And it felt, I can't fill any gaps, so I'm assuming that was a click. Fucking things, I hate them. Well, if we don't turn on, there's our first port of call, so yay. And our CPU power supply connector, of which we'll be needing all it. Good, it does actually have a reasonable way of clipping them together. Some of them just don't, and as a result are fucking rank. Right, that way round. That one was far more convenient for us. Okay, so that's done. And you get the SATA cables in, if I can. I mean, this is the SATA ports over here. They're almost underneath the optical drive. Oh my god! I mean, we can thank heaven that they're not underneath this huge bulk of cables, so we should be able to get them in. Right, that way, that way. It's just I can't. Oh yeah, of course this is the side of the board with a missing riser as well. Shit. So I don't really want to give it too much welly. One. Okay. And put this one away, assuming that they're going to be similar. Yeah. Okay. Go on. I can't really get to it very well. Yes. So here was in. So in theory, that's ready to boot, but I am going to try and do something with this absolute mess that we can see here. So I'm going to try and just wedge the SATA cables back into there as much as possible anyway. Ugh. That power cable should really be on the other side of these. Damn it. Those actually might help, though. They might actually hold it up, which they do. Oh god, you're under the case. We don't under the case. Oh fuck. This bad boy is around all these, so let's disentangle that. I don't think it's going to be a particularly nice cable management job, if I'm honest. But I am going to at least try to cable manage it. Just because it will help the airflow in this fucking thing. I know we're popping out the side, but I'll worry about that when I need to put the side panel on. Oh dear. It's popping out the side, we're overlapping the side, you fucking tired. Right, yeah. Sorry, bad word. I told you this wasn't going to be very child friendly there. Alright. Now what are we going to do with this? Oh dear. Alright. Well, these ones we can just kind of pull down like that. There's a tie point right here. USB 3 ones and hard drive audio ones are going to be a pain, just because that's the way my life goes. See, this is like really leaning in its port, which is not ideal. I'm starting to think I won't use a tie down, I'll just bundle them together. What do you think? That should stay there. Right, it's got the lips, and when the top's on it won't be a problem. All these boys. Ugh. Yeah, these are. I think any way you slice this, it's not going to be fun, like at all. I might actually try and leave. I might just cable tie USB 3 ones together like that, and leave them this end. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So. Here we go. A cable tie or a zip tie. God, I'm up there with a virgin misnaming these fucking things. Well, I hope this build video has been a little bit better than the Verge's, because that was just awful. Like, terrible. Right, let's find something to snip those off with. I'm sure a pair of snips around here somewhere. They're failing that. No clippers. No, I have snips. So snip. Right. Yeah, they're all round each other as well, just to fucking annoy me. So. Right. Well, I think I'm just going to do the blob approach. I can tie it there. And it's not great, but it's better. And this HD audio needs something done with it as well, so I'll probably try and include it in there, maybe. Yeah, so like that. It's not as clean as you would hope. I really wish. I mean, I suppose I could put it for a vent, but I want it to look like that from the outside. I mean, hopefully when the lid's on, it's going to keep it like there anyway. Yeah, this is not ideal. But I really don't want to have to unplug everything again. It's fucking done, for Christ's sakes. So, we'll go for what we got. And hope it's fine. Just get a little bit more slack because it's a bit tight. Yeah, that should be okay. Like once it stops on, should keep it all sort of there. Yeah, my cable management never won awards. I was expecting to do a little bit better than that personally, but USB 3s are just horrible. Alright, and these boys. Well, you're not going to interfere with the fan for now, Okay, I'm going to call that done. Ain't pretty, but it's all in there. And I've managed to like group it enough that I suppose I could. What about if I went there as well and tied all that lot together? That might help with that. All right, let's put one in there too. And at the end of the day, it's not a cosmetic case. It doesn't have a panel that you can see the innards on it, so I'm really doing it for airflow and peace of mind. And I don't care that much. And I think I can't get this fucking thing in. Why is it cable tie giving me so many fucking problems? Oh, because I'm putting the wrong side. Only you're a spaghetti. There we go. That makes that behave a little bit better, so it was worth doing. And there we go. Right. Oh, actually, look at this. There's a cable tie point here that I could use to tame these USB 3 cables. Okay, I'm doing it. And I can probably get... Can I get that one in as well? Maybe not. But I can certainly tie those fucking things down. Yeah, we're doing that. We're doing it. Come on. Oh, God. I can't even get it through the damn thing. Go on. There we go. Come on. Right, okay. I know my dad will watch this, so he better be fucking appreciative of this. To say nothing of expense. Okay, I just want to give it a little bit more slack. Oh, there we go. Because, ports are fucking disgusting up there. Oh, there we go. Alright, that's about as cable managed as I can get. It's probably worst here for like height, but I don't think it's touching the heatsink on the right. No, we're okay. But I think, judging from the top of this, that should compress down, so it shouldn't be a problem. Alright, boys. I do like any more snagging up when I actually put the top on, but I'm not going to do it yet because we're going to do a test boot. So we're going to do a test boot, and I need to rearrange the camera and the light. So I'll be right back. It's a fucking nightmare for me because obviously this is the most stressful time booting the damn thing. And I'm going to have to wait longer. Oh, the things I do for views. Oh well. Alright, boys. Back in a bit. I won't put the retention bar back on yet either. I'll do that afterwards. And we're back. And Jesus Christ, that was horrific. You ever notice, like, on monitors, they insist on putting the ports you want to use in the most inconvenient place possible. In this case, the HDMI port was directly behind the stand. So that was a laugh and a half. No, it wasn't. It was terrible. But we are hooked up. We will be using... It was a K400, by the way, not a K200, whatever I said yesterday. Brand new, look. Here comes the tab. So I'm assuming there's batteries in it. I better check. that would be non-amusing. Right, it hasn't got an operating system on it, and I haven't. Yeah, it's got batteries. Perfect. And I've dug out my USB key, but I'm expecting to at least post. That would be a reasonable expectation, I think. So it's all hooked up, and here we go. Okay, power supply switch going on. Bang, yeah. Change my monitor because it won't fucking stay on HDMI. There we go. And power button. Okay, PC. Okay, the CPU core is going. We heard the Asus DVD drive go. This went back to here. I'm hoping for no good reason. I think we got a post, ladies and gentlemen. AMD Ryzen 5 3400G with Radeon Vega graphics. DDR is 2133. It's declocked the RAM, but we can sort that out later. It's found one keyboard, one mouse, which is the wireless one here, which I haven't actually turned on, so I'm quite impressed by that. Okay. Set port 1, yeah, there's DVR rewritable. It's found the 500 MX5. We've booted. We've posted. Set up, I guess. Oh, don't tell me that this is... That appears to do nothing. It's detected it, but it's not. Maybe green is means off then. I don't know. Maybe, that'd be stupid, but... Right. I think it needs to, like, maybe have drivers for it, because it's not the most out-of-the-box thing, I suppose. K400 Plus, even. But Yeah, you can see F1. Pop, 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 pop. Nothing. So I'm assuming that is just the keyboard. I mean, it's not going to be a huge hassle to pop my Corsair into that, so I should do be right back. Okay, back. Got my Windows key, so that's good. Try F1 on this one. There we go. There's set menu. Guess. We're in the boss. It's good. I was legit concerned. I think, yep. So we are now using my lovely Corsair keyboard and Logitech mouse rather than this, which I will work out why it's not working later on once we've actually got Windows on the damn thing. Oh, jeez. Draw on. Right. Well, I am confident this is all working. Hardware monitor. Smart mode fan. So it is. Oh, I get it. So if it goes to 194, we're in fucking trouble. I was like, goes to 194? What? No, but we're down here, so we're like 53. That's not great, not unload in fairness. But I suppose it depends on how much it gains. I mean, realistically, anything sort of under 80 is pretty good. I mean, it will like start thermal throttling and shutting down. Oh, here we go. It's down here. Actually, it's 34. So, oh, I was looking at Fahrenheit, you putz. So yeah, it's actually this one. So 34 degrees on the CPU and 31 degrees system. So that's okay. I think we're okay. Yeah. Yeah, so, oh, okay. It just relates to how it steps up. So at 70 degrees, I've got 100%. So where are we now? 34. It's running like 20% fan speed. It's pretty quiet, and that's with the top off. We'll take off the tripod and give you a closer look at running. But the power switch works, so that's always good. I might say digging about the BIOS for later and just install Windows and get everything up and running. Device, your virtual machine, yes. Sets. So maybe it's 2133. That is significantly lower. So I try using XMP, but I might have to put the timings in manually, which is blah. But I can actually see the timings on the RAM stick from here, so that's not too bad. Oh dear. Yeah, so there's a hard disk, which I don't think that tells anything. No. But it all appears to be working. The temperatures seem fine. This is performance as expected. It should boost to like 4 gigahertz when it needs to. The only thing that worries me is using 8 gig, because that's got to do for the CPU and obviously the APU as well, which is not ideal, but it depends how it uses it. I don't know how it uses it. Oh, first build date's 20 for the 4th. That's pretty damn recent. It's like 4 months old. OCG off. Right, what is this? I guess that would help with the memory bit. Outside of that, yeah, it looks okay. It looks fine. I'm happy. I will obviously do some testing. It's got the right profile, so DDR4 2933, which I think is as close as it's going to get to the 3000 limited without overclocking. Is there an option to turn that on? We got something up here. On. Okay, that's kicked that up significantly. What's it done? Yeah. Not sure about using that. Advanced. How to get in anything? It's weird. Must be a way. It's similar to my one. I have an MSI board, but it's a much older board. So I'm trying. Sorry, I'm talking that way. It's probably a bad idea. Anyway, guys, I think we can call that a success. So I will put the retention. I can't remember the name of the bar that goes on the top to stop it flexing. Reinforcing bar, whatever it's called. Back on. Put the case top on. See how our temperatures do. Install Windows. I'll probably worry about the speed of the RAM then, because I need to work out if I can get into the damn thing. Oh wait, there you go. That's how we get into that. So now it works. Okay. So yeah, we got access to everything we need to have access to. So this is cool. Boot orders, yeah, all good, baby. Yeah, this is basically what we need to change here, so that's fine. I found it. Okay, so I'm pleased. I'm pleased it all worked. And it looks like it's going to be fine. Does this eject? It makes a funny noise, but it ejects. I'll take it. Oh god, that is a load off my mind. I'm very happy with that. Anyway, guys, that's it for this incredibly long video, because I don't think I'm going to shorten any of it, because I know if I shorten some, we'll get people going, I want to see the full build. So I'll just leave it. Or edit it together, obviously, and take out some bits and pieces that just truly are irrelevant. But outside of that, very happy. I hope you have a lovely, lovely Christmas. And I haven't eaten too much, because I probably have, and I'm regretting it. But aside from that, guys, thanks for watching. If you've stuck out this long, I really appreciate it. Leave a like or a comment down below. If you didn't like it, maybe thought I should have cut it, then give it a dislike. If you just don't like my face, give it a dislike, because I understand. And I'll see you next time, guys. I don't know what day Christmas Day is this year, so it could be tomorrow for all I know. Or it could be today and I can get away with only doing one video. That'd be amazing. Take it easy, guys.